Clone War. Right. Yeah. No, it's Dix. Okay. Oh, the rat.
We only carry the most reliable parts.
What's wrong with your face? Climb it. How do you get it through here? Okay, there. Go this way. Under the bridge downtown.
Remember, monsoon season is coming. During a monsoon.
What poor people here. What's your deal, buddy? Besides, I mean, your face. Seriously. I shut the door on that one. Nobody's kissing you anytime soon, buddy. Hey, I have nothing in common with you, and I can't stab you, so bye. What are these bums doing? They're having a little hippie party. They're playing some hacky sack with the other guy over here. Play hacky sack with Alien Vagina Face. He's right here. You guys should get together. Okay. Well, then you got this guy. He's looking for a needle or something. I don't know what he's doing. This is a really poor looking place. People just working on random shit. Doing drugs in the street. Random droids. Random Twi'leks. I never. Yes, right there is where it's all happening, ladies. Just go that way. Get all the dope and vagina faces you need. Okay, what's this place? A jukebox? Hell yeah, we're always gonna play our tune.
Nix, you feeling this one?
I'm feeling this one. There's literally no music playing. It's like the quietest bar I've ever seen. Yeah, just play the song.
This is a good one, Nix.
Oh, there's a little video. It's the screen here. Where's the music? Do I have like my music off or something? Audio description?
This is audio description. When enabled, a narrator will describe on-screen visuals during certain cinematics.
Oh, that could be
This
annoying.
feature can be beneficial to players who are visually or cognitively impaired.
On both. Leave it on. Just for fun. Audio mix, auto. Can you change the hardware on a PS5? Ah. That's why.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh, music is low for such a game or franchise that's noted for its music. Sabak table here? What's going on? What y'all playing here? This game don't look legal. I was so curious that he didn't know he had a kid up until recently or something. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. But it seems like, the kid, it's like, I don't know why that son was part of me. He's never been through that. But I'm stronger to realize why about 20 years old son doesn't want to do nothing. Doesn't want anything to do with it. I'm like, so I'm thinking, okay, this must be fresh. This must be a thing where some woman told him he had a kid recently or something. I don't know. And I'm just like, dude, give it time. I basically like, because I think this is a fresh thing that you just found out. Maybe and I'm just like, give it time. Maybe he hasn't had a dad all his life. It's not just like you can waltz in. I think it's one of those situations where, like, you have Flynn, chick had a kid, he didn't know about it until a lot later, but he hasn't given me any of these details. This is just what I'm opining. Oh, he was definitely a whole. But apparently that's what I think is bothering him the most because, he sent me this message out of the blue. Like I said, I don't think I've ever heard him talk about it. I know Gina's got kids. Like, I know when people have, like, I didn't know he had a kid. I mean, so this is 4 years we've known each other. He's never mentioned a kid. And if he has, I just don't remember it. I think I would. But, so I think it's something like, yeah, he had a fling and he just found out recently that he's got a kid, maybe. I don't know. pick on Matt's due date. It's the same due date as ours. Actually, he's younger than both of us. Just saying. Yeah, so I guess in his past would be great. But, yeah, poor guy. I mean, the dude believes he got drugged. He got into an accident during his whole life. And he got drugged. Like, he wrapped himself around a telephone pole. So I have no idea. I have no idea. But he genuinely believes that's what happened. Yeah. Got no other information other than that. So, like, yeah, the eye, the brain, anything. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it's what Gen Z. Yeah, no, they're probably way different, and that they haven't been around each other forever, so yeah, it's got to be awkward. I just said, look, give it time though. You know, people come around. He's a kid. Doesn't even have his frontal lobe developed yet. He might still smoke. No, but I know. I mean, yeah, he did have a fat and early I know. Yes, he lived a rough life back in that accident. But he's been, since I've known him, he's been sober. That's all I know. And that's what I've been told. And there's times he seems crazy off the wall shit. I think that's just, eh. I think that, oh no, he definitely went through a long period of drug use after that accident. Um, Again, you know, sometimes, like, since I know him, he's claimed he's been sober the whole time. There's times I'm like, that dude's just, sometimes Matt's just been off the wall, I guess. I mean, he's had a serious head injury. But, he messaged me that. He didn't put it on Facebook. He just messaged me. He didn't like make a post about it. He didn't make a post about it or anything. He just messaged me. But it's still the same point. He shouldn't even be telling me that. Like, I mean, I'm like, just the whole kid thing is out of left field. I'm not laughing at you about the smoking part at all. I wasn't laughing at you. I laugh reacted because of something else you said in there. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't doing the smoking. Well, we know that smoking makes you wrinkle faster. We know, yeah, yeah. If he's still smoking cigarettes, I don't know. But I'm sure he's got some kind of something. There's some addiction. He's an addict, so he's doing something. Not saying it has to be drugs or something like that, but addicts have addictions. It's what we do. So like, it's like video games. You're like cheeseburgers, jalapeno cheeseburgers. There's always a substitute. It's a substitution addiction. Look it up. You probably know all about it. You're a good feeling. So. Oh, so he did post about it. Oh, so he did post about it. Okay. Look at you. You're protected. Look at that. I think I'm on for that. I'm going to be honest with you. So I jumped onto Facebook at like 12 o'clock, 12:30, and opened Messenger. I think I sent you that message like I love to whatever. And I left 4 seconds later. And he messaged me at that point. So, because I turned Facebook off of my computer, I was just sick of it. It was running my computer too hot. I was just ready to go. So I closed it on Facebook. So now people know when I'm on and when I'm not. So he saw me on, but wanted to, and I'm like, I don't want to do this shit right now. Seriously, I was just like, I'm not even opening this message. I saw the first part of it. And so I 3 hours later when I went in, I was like, oh, okay. Save it. Save it. Yeah, you just go through phases. It's just personality type. I think a lot of people do it. A lot of people do it even when they don't do it. Because if you're not in a phase, then you're in a phase of not being in a phase. Right? That makes sense. Or awesome purple earrings that you really like. Or awesome purple earrings that you really like. I just pissed myself off. So. Okay. I know I should probably message her, but I think I'm going to get too pissed off. I'm just trying to really just because when I need to get pissed off is when I'm going to do what I have to do because it's going on 2 months. I don't think I can be killing with kindness anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can be killing with kindness anymore. You know what I'm saying? And the sob stories and the bullshit. You're selling shit online. You know, it didn't come the first time, and now it's been another week and a half since you sent the second pair, allegedly. Come on. I shouldn't have brought it up because I know it just pisses me off. But, you know, we are just talking about purple stuff. 'Cause you, all right. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this because I don't feel good. Ah, stomach virus. Yes. Oh, I'm Russian. I mean, I'm American, but I would feel so much better now. Hopefully, that's why I'm waiting. I'm gonna do the lawn after dinner. I said I'm gonna do the lawn after dinner because I think it'll be a little cooler out. At least I can get something done. Not like the bathroom. The bathroom window's shut. I think my windows are shut. AC on. Let's go. What's up? Need help? Bathroom is shut. Looks open to me. I can't see it. It's shut. It's shut. It's shut. It's shut. Isn't it? A nice bee. Let it out. That's what I did with the mirror. I went on the mirror and then I took it outside. Don't kill it. You can't kill all the bees. I don't know. I got it on the mirror. They seem pretty docile. Like it's not flying. Is it just laying there? Oh, it's buzzing around. Okay, just bring it out. I walked it all the way downstairs, right out the door, and I set the mirror on. You watched me do it. You watched it. You did. I came right outside. I put that mirror on the table. Like, you just don't. All you know is just pain. And you blink, and then it's just another day. You know. I'm feeling a little bit better. I hope so too. They are. They are very good. I hope they do too. They're good kids. I worry about Jack, I think, more than Henry. Yeah. He's got he's got bub in him. I think Jack's got too much bub in him. He's restless. He doesn't settle down. Uh, they're good. They're both good at school. Did you say? You said they're both good at school? Well, that's good. Because Brian, I mean, I don't know, Brian, I think, struggled in school, but that could be that could be a sign of the times too. Yeah. What do I'm gonna try. No, as far as her schooling and stuff. Oh yeah, you need it. I think she did okay. I mean, I was in college with her. She did pretty well. I mean, I think she got a 2-year degree, didn't she? She got a 2-year degree, didn't she? they're almost like the eye of Sauron for themselves. Like just like a faceless character looking down on everybody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true too. Yeah, yeah it's just it's slavery. It's economic slavery is what it is. I mean, just you work to pay for shit that they want that you're basically making. It's a big circle. It's a circle jerk. And they make you think you need, but you also make the products yourselves too. Sometimes it's like a weird, like you're a part of a system that makes shit for the rest of the system. So someone's always benefiting off of your work instead of just you benefiting off of it. There's always, and it's not just like a boss or like a company. It's like everybody, and that takes a toll on fucking society. And I think that's why this election's gonna be fun. My mom went to the Trump store, so I'm probably gonna get my house vandalized soon. We've got all sorts of Trump flags now. Yeah, no, they're gonna be on my house soon. So I'm telling you, there's gonna be more work to be done because we're gonna get vandalized without a doubt. Oh no, not dude. There's no Biden signs in this neighborhood, but you could, yeah. No, they've been vandalizing Trump shit all over the fucking world's apart. Mhm. Yep. Who knows? They've been taking signs down off of people's lawns, taking flags. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's only going to piss people off more. Like it's like no common sense. We live in a society. I mean, I'm guilty of it at this point. I mean, you just go through life like what? Like I was just talking to my mom. My great nephew Henry is going to be a fucking teenager in a week. How fucking like where does the time go, dude? Like what the fuck? I got a teenage great nephew. Not even 50 for fuck's sakes. Like it's funny. Yeah, I know it's funny though is that I talk to Nikki about grandkids because I'm like, yo, your kids better have kids because I want grandkids. I just don't want to have the kids to have the grandkids. So your kids need to have, they're 25, 26, and 17. Let's get these kids rolling here. I want some grandkids to throw a ball with. But, and yes, exactly. That aren't mine. Yeah, that's the best. I'm going to have the best life. Um, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just take them home. They can come over and do whatever, man. I love kids, man. I wish I had kids, but I didn't. I had a couple close calls, but yeah, never had a kid. And I'm obviously grateful for that too. But like, I think if I had had a kid, my life would have been completely better. I really do. I think fucking my life up by having a kid would have made me a better person. And like when I was young. Yeah. Oh, dude, it would definitely. Like, and I know that there's drug addicts out there with kids, but see, I just know that there's no way I could do that. There's no way I could. There's just no way I could cross that line. I would have went. If I had a kid, I would. Yeah, it's a lot different when you have a life to take care of. Like, and that's why and I get the addiction, and so I get the other part of it. But like, yeah, I would have never been able to have a kid and continue to live the life. And I worked most of my life. Like, I had a job. I was a functioning addict for a long time, And like, yeah, no, I would imagine that with a kid. People are nuts. I mean, when I was living with Jera, I had to take care of her two stupid kids. And like all day long while she's out scamming, I'm like looking after these kids. I don't have any. I have no romantic interest in Jera. I'm just there it's a couch, bro. I was homeless. And I had to watch these kids for like 13 hours a day to get like $20 worth of dope. Like, it was ridiculous, dude. And I'm like, and she had like Hep C and all this shit. I'm like, you got kids? Bro, stop robbing shit from M&A's and taking it back to the other store for $40 a day and get your life on track. Both your baby's daddies are in jail. You got two different kids with two different fathers. Like, just go to rehab, bitch. like that, man. That's what made me move back here. That's why I moved home. Because I was like, this is it. I was there 30 days about, and her baby daddy got out of jail. Oh no, it was about 2 months. And, oh dude, so her baby daddy gets out of jail like 2 weeks before I moved out. And she's like, his name was Richard too. And she's like, Rich is coming here, out of jail. I don't know how he's going to feel about you. And I was like, well, there's nothing. We did not. The only time she ever put her hands on me was when I OD'd and she gave me mouth to mouth. Let's put it that way. That was it. There was no other physical contact with this bitch. And that freaks me out because of the Hep C. That freaked me out. She blasted me with 2 Narcans and then did mouth to mouth on me. And I woke up halfway through the mouth to mouth and I pushed her off of me. Like, get the fuck, like I thought I was getting raped. Ugly ass bitch. Saved my life and shit. What's wrong with you? Anyway, so Richie comes home and she's like, you guys aren't going to get along. I can already tell, blah, blah, blah. So he comes home and we're like besties, right? Like, he gets out of jail. He's got no, he went on a crack binge for like 8 days straight and went to jail for like 7 months because of it. Like, that's how bad he is with crack, right? So like, he gets out, he's clean. But he's like begging me for like oh, can you give me like an 1/8 of Suboxone? Yeah, here you go, dude. So like, she goes to rehab. And then CPS, allegedly someone called CPS and told them that I was living there, and that like something about me being a danger to the kids or some shit. I think it was the other boyfriend. No, it wasn't Rich. It was the other dad. No, the other dad wasn't in jail. That's my bad. He was a correctional officer. So technically he was in jail, but they were both in jail. But one worked there and one didn't. So yeah, he was a correctional officer, and he had come over one day when I was watching the kids to pick the kids up, and we just talked. He actually had dope on him, heroin. Okay, yeah, and then like a week later, allegedly he had called CPS and said, "Oh, I lived there and I got dope and blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I did have dope, but I didn't even let him know that. Like, she must have told him that at one point." Like, he's the one that showed me, like, he had like 2 bags. He's like, "Oh, I got these double stands. Check them out." And I think I did a line with him. And then like 2 weeks later, freaking CPS is calling. Because this dude just didn't like, he thought, I don't know, he had a whole other family too. I don't know if he thought I was trying to get Madeira or what, but it was weird, dude. And then then Rich gets out, he's there about a week, and then she decides she's going to finally go to rehab. So she goes to rehab, right? And she's like, okay, you guys, you can live here, do your thing, and blah, blah, blah. And I was getting unemployment at the time, so I had, income and shit. It wasn't a big deal. But we had no vehicle. That was another big thing. So like, it was just all this shit. And then like, so a week into it, she's in rehab for a week, right? Whole week. She's already on the phone on her way back. And like, you gotta leave the house because blah blah blah, CPS this and that, and blah, 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 and I'm gonna be back in an hour, and like, didn't even make it a whole week. And I think she just knew that the 3 of us together was gonna be bad, or something. Like I don't know, but she had the instinct to like, she was like, get the fuck out, and I left. I was like, yeah, I've had enough of this shit. I'm not watching your kids and your baby's daddy's kids for 2 weeks while you're in rehab. Well, then what? And where am I going to go after that? And you can't even make it in rehab. Like, it's just a joke, dude. And like, I'm like, okay, whatever. So I leave, and I left all my shit. Like, at this point, I didn't have much. Okay, I left the apartment on Robert Drive, and I threw almost everything out on Robert's Drive, and then everything else that I had, I put in the basement on Jared's house at the boulevard. Well, I left it there. And freaking, like 2 years later, she called me and she's like, what do you want stuff in the bin? I'm like, obviously I haven't had it for 2 years. You think I want that shit? I'm sure I'm sure I'll miss my tennis racket, but I can buy a new one, and a lighter one, because that one was rather heavy for being graphite, if I'm being honest. You see these new rackets, they're like light as a feather. Anyway, Oh, dude, I couldn't believe it when I like 4 or 5 years ago when I was still playing. My buddy had like a two set. You know, like he had two rackets. So like he gave me one of them to play with, and it was like, oh, my elbow felt so good. It was just like night and day. I mean, because I mean, I played, you know, not professionally, but I played competitively in high school and shit. So like, you know, and I still had my high school racket. It was awesome. It was painted in the flag, red, white, and blue, and had stars and stripes on it and shit. Yeah, it was dope. And that thing was expensive, and it was supposedly light for the time. But man, these rackets now, these composites, man, they make these shit so light. Your elbow, you don't even feel nothing when you hit the ball. It's great. I wanted to start golfing again too, but it's an expensive fucking hobby. I mean, I could put a set of clubs together. I don't care what I golf with. I'm not one of those people that has to have Callaway, you know, but or top flight or whatever. But I you know, you could put a set together cheap. I got one in the shed. But it's the course fees are astronomical if you want to play on anything good. I mean, you go. Is Creekside still there over off of Ellicott, or it's gone? They tore it down. Wow, that's like my childhood right there. I mean, I played at Deerwood a lot too, but I played at Creekside because it was cheaper. I played at Deerwood. I played at Deerwood because it was closer, and I played at Creekside when I could get there. But I could ride my bike with clubs on my back to Deerwood. So, oh hell yeah, I love that course. Actually, it's not a bad. It's just the grass was shitty. It was like golfing on crab grass, like your lawn. Yeah, they didn't. Well, they didn't do a lot. Like, yeah, they didn't fertilize it. It did not look like a golf course. You know, if they let it go for 2 weeks, it would look like my front lawn. Except for the greens. The greens were okay. Oh yeah. Oh, dude. No, that was today, wasn't it? The gate open? Oh, the gate open. Okay, yeah. Oh, that was yesterday. That was on Was that on Vanderbilt or Half Moon? Oh, that's right. It was next to Crazy Karen's house. Crazy Karen's parents' house. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, dude, that lawn was freaking wicked, dude. I can't believe the front lawn. If the front lawn was like that, they would have. This neighborhood, dude, my mom would have. Like, trust me, the dude across the street, your uncle's boy, he's into he's into fish, right? I hear him playing fish like super loud all the time. I'm like, bro, it's like so 1998. Like, and he's playing like songs from those albums too, like not the new shit. Yo, that show in Vegas though, in my lifetime, I hope I can go see that shit. You know about that? Yeah, dude. So Las Vegas has this bubble. Have you heard of the bubble? Dude, Fish has a show there that's like amazing. Yeah, it's like a big theater. It's like a big bubble, and they have different artists there all the time. And Fish is playing. Fish has sold it out. Yeah, yeah. They bounce all over, and it looks and it feels amazing. I guess, dude. Like, and so Fish is they've been there twice, I think, and sold out. Oh yeah, yeah. They're like residents there, I guess, or some shit. Yeah. They're going back to it. I just read an article yesterday that they want to play it again because they said the last show was so fucking cool. Like they were like just the lights and the way they set everything. Everything's like digital. Like it's just a dope. And like you're just engulfed in like music and shit. Oh, it looks cool as hell, don't it? Yeah, dude. Even from the outside, it looks cool. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's like a museum in a way. Like, but it has, so Fish has been playing there, and like I think Bob Weir and friends have played there too. Yeah, I think they've all played there. But I think, from what I know, I think Fish is come like they're gonna play there as long as they're alive, like every year or some shit or whatever. I think they have a contract with Las Vegas, and it's like a 4 day show. I think. Yeah, I heard about that. I know, but I think this Vegas thing is like a 4 day thing. or a 3 or 4 day show. I don't think it's just one night. I don't. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's like a festival, like a 4 day. Like yep, yep, yep. Yeah, that was cool. But that Vegas thing, man, that bubble thing looks cool. That would be the only. See, I don't. I have no desire to go to Las Vegas at all. But now that thing, how was it? Was it always? It loses its shine pretty quick when your money gets flushed down the toilet. Sure, yeah, yeah. Do the shit you're supposed to do in Vegas. Yeah, yeah. Casino hopping. Oh, dude, there's so many homeless people in Las Vegas. Dude, there is so many homeless people in Las Vegas. That's why. Why do you think? Why do you think people were against the casino in Niagara Falls? No, because they're sleeping. Yeah. Well, a lot of them sleep during the day because it's so hot. So at night they're kind of more mobile and up and like asking for money and shit. There's also like spots in Vegas you can go where there's like 10,000 homeless people just all there in one spot. Like it's crazy. I've that too. Yeah, yeah. Like the sanctuary city shit. Yeah, yeah. Vegas is definitely a sanctuary city for sure. They, but yeah, it's also it's easy because you have gambling there. You can't tell the difference between the sanctuaries and the actual real hard cases. I mean, because you got all these illegal immigrants there too. So it's like it's crazy there. I mean, I like I said, I never had a desire to go there as far as gambling, but that bubble thing would be cool to go to. I did you when you went there? Did you gamble? Oh, yeah, yeah, just to do it while you're there. Play the slots and shit with the old people. I'll play the penny slots. Dude, the only time I ever gambled at the casino in Niagara Falls was other people's money. I never took my own money into that casino. I made that a pact with myself because of gambling. Like gambling being an addiction. Oh, I think yeah, I don't have that like desire to win that bad. Yeah, no. I'd rather play for fun. I'd rather play for bragging rights. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. They're good too. They're good there, bro. Yeah, they're good. They're all clean. They come checked out. They got like paperwork and shit. Yeah, no, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, just standing there the whole time, like watching. No, no, I know, no, I know, but like I'm just saying, like it'd be funny if you, but yeah, and like some point in time, it's gonna be like that because of our world, and like the dude will just be standing there with his arms folded, looking at you while you're sunglasses halfway down. Yeah, giving you pointers. Hey, I've been here before, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, no, that's I don't know. I never had that like Vegas thing. Like if I had to go there for a family thing, yeah, but I've never had that itch. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, they gotta go to Vegas. Like everyone's gotta go to Vegas. I'd rather go to Mount Rushmore. Yeah. I mean, we got Niagara Falls, bro. People from Las Vegas are probably like, no, Niagara Falls is so cool. You know, it's like, oh, you got to see the lights in Niagara Falls. Yeah, you got to see the lights from the Canadian side. It looks awesome. They should do shows there. That'd be dope, dude. Shows over the falls with a light show. That's what that I should go to Niagara, the Indians right now and be like, look, we need to build a stage on Goat Island that projects off of the falls so it looks like people are playing on the water. And with the AI now, nobody gets hurt, you know. these idiots freaking. I don't know. It's fun. It's funny though. We do live, like Niagara Falls is a beautiful place, and we do take it for granted. Las Vegas is a dry, cactus-filled desert, and people love to go there every middle of nowhere, in the middle of the desert. Basically, only there because of the mob, because they couldn't do it in California. So they were like, well, let's just take this area. I mean, it's the only reason that place exists. It's because of Bugsy Siegel, like the mob, dude. I mean, would Vegas be Vegas? Like, would Reno be Reno? I mean, like, they're all mob. It's all was mob money laundering. It was all designed for that shit. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. 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 That's a big. I know that's like the original, but like the reason Vegas is Vegas the way it is, the mob. Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, no, they were laundering millions. That's what they needed it for. Gambling is the best way to launder money because you can't track it. Right. Legal. Whatever they wanted. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was designed. Right. Because I think like what the government thought at the time was like, oh, this isn't gonna they're not this isn't gonna make it dead. This ain't gonna do nothing. And then it turned into this megalopolis of a casino. Like it's just a big right. Yeah. They're like, yeah, you can have it. Go ahead. Build your stupid casino on our property. We'll be the ones laughing after you launder billions of dollars. Yeah, well, thank God we did it. Because it would be a horrible world if the mob was still running Las Vegas, dude. I couldn't have been. Oh, they probably are. They probably still are running Las Vegas, let's be honest, but not in the capacity that they had in the 70s. Oh, definitely. Definitely. So half of them casino owners are still, they're still blood. Like, there's a lot of, like, mafia blood still in Vegas. It's that too, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, they pulled a Disney with that shit because, like, you know what Disney did? I don't know if you knew this, but Disney's worse than the mob. You know what they did? You know what they did is they took public domain stories and basically found a way to copyright them so that no one else could use them for like 100 years. It's a law, right? So like, okay, so normally like Beethoven, right? That's like that. There's no copyright. Nobody owns Beethoven's work anymore. He doesn't get paid. There's no pennies going to the Beethoven family, right? It's called public domain, right? So a lot of these like nursery rhymes and stories throughout the years became public domain. It was told over the years, yada yada, whatever. So Disney comes along and they said, well, we're going to make a moving picture about this story, and this needs to be our. Now we copyright this shit, and Congress was like, no, 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 we can't do that. So Disney was like, all right. And they went back to their lawyers and shit, and they were like, well, we need to lobby them to make a law that allows us to have ownership of this for like 40 years so that we can make our money. And then after 40 years, it's back in the public domain. Let's make a law. So they made the law. 40 years went by, and Disney was like, oh shit, we're cashing in on this. Can we extend that law another 100 years? Congress? Sure. Yeah, dude, like all that public domain shit, like Snow White and like all their public domain, like Cinderella. That's all. Disney didn't write that shit. That's all public domain shit that they took and copyrighted, recopyrighted through our legal system, so that they could make billions of dollars making the same shit over and over again for 100 years. That's the God's honest. That's the quickest version of that story, by the way. There's like so much behind Disney, bro. So much. No, it shouldn't surprise anybody. But it does surprise people because, I mean, they don't think of Disney like that. But Disney is, when you want to talk about evil corporations? I mean, if you're talking about billion-dollar corporations that are evil, Disney's got to be on the top of the list because they're the billionist. Yeah, they're the billionist. I mean, they got everything. They own everything. They have a chunk of everything. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. They own ESPN, MTV probably. I don't even know what MTV is anymore, but whatever. It's still a thing. It's a reputable brand name. Like they own it all. ABC, CBS. They own enough. Oh yeah, and they can do it so easily. Like they don't even have they have it so down pat. They don't even have to blink. It's so hard to sue Disney. You're never gonna get money. Like you're gonna spend so like they have to do something bad for them to get a payment out of them. Like they do not want to pay you money. They're like Nintendo, but Nintendo, I respect Nintendo because they're protecting their brand mostly. They're not evil in that way. Like Nintendo's like, look, we're just pretending. You can't use Mario. Sorry, that's legit. That's their character. They own that. They created it, but Disney doesn't own Cinderella. Nobody does anymore. Because at one point, it's like, who owns Shakespeare? I could say, oh, Shakespeare is my great 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 uncle, and I own Shakespeare works now. So for 100 years, or as long as I'm alive, you're not allowed to use Shakespeare shit. So you can't even watch Lion King without paying me. Fuck off. Like seriously. I mean, and by the way, Lion King, Macbeth. I mean, they literally stole Lion King to make Lion King. Like it's so funny, but when people think about it, they're like, oh yeah, it is Shakespeare. Holy shit! And then they have the nerve to make a live action one in 2020 or whatever. They made a perfect movie with the first one. It really was good. And then they had to make a live action one, which was horrible. Horrible. Who wants to look at a real lion trying to talk? I mean, it's just a bad idea. It's not good. But they did it with everything. They did it with Cinderella. See, they're remaking everything that they own. No, they can't, and that's why you got people bringing back the Mummy and Frankenstein and shit. Like they tried to make a cinematic universe out of that shit. Did you hear about that with Tom Cruise? Okay, so whatever production company it was, it's a big one, or it was a big one, but they're struggling lately. They made that Mummy with Tom Cruise like a couple of years ago. You're right. That was so yeah. Oh, it was so bad, dude. I watched it. It was so the beginning was and dude, it was doomed from the start because that stupid internet clip. When he's screaming. Oh, dude, anything Tom Cruise does is gold. Yeah, he's an idiot. But I love watching him because he's so stupid. So I watched it and I'm like, okay, this sucks, right? But then I find out that they're like, whatever production company it was, which is one of the big ones. It's not Fox, but it's one of the big movie production companies. They were like, we're going to make this was their plan to get out of the hole, was to make a cinematic universe out of like Abbott and Costello shit. Like Abbott and Costello meet the Mummy. So they make the Tom Cruise movie, and they're like, okay, this is, like basically they're trying to like recreate like the Bela Lugosi, the vampire, like all those characters they own. They have, even though they're public domain technically, this company owns the rights to the Mummy, and like you can't call your movie the Mummy because they own the rights to that, whatever. So they were trying to create a cinematic universe between like the Mummy, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, Dr. Hyde, or Mr. Jekyll, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about? Like all the like old school like horror shit. They're trying to make a cinematic universe out of it, and it doesn't make any sense. And I think they made a second movie, or no, Russell Crowe was actually in the Mummy, but he was a character in the Mummy. If you remember, he was like the main bad guy. he was supposed to have his own spin-off story. Like, they were trying to do a Marvel thing with vampires, with Dracula and Frankenstein and the Mummy. I mean, are 12-year-olds working? It's Universal Studios, I'm pretty sure. I think it's Universal. I think it was Universal Studios. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna put this cinematic universe together with the Mummy. And Tom Cruise is gonna be in all, like, and they contracted Tom Cruise. Like, Tom Cruise has a contract with them. I mean, like, but they because the Mummy flopped and the other movie they made flopped. I don't even know what it was. And yeah, where are they now? Where's the cinematic? Where's the cinematic? I really want to see Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll get together, or Mr. Hyde, whatever one it is. It's been a lifelong fantasy for me. So, I mean, they don't understand what Disney did psychologically to make the Marvel Universe what it is. I don't even think Disney knows what they did. They like tripped and fell on that shit. Because they can't recreate it. They're trying too hard, but they can't. Oh, yeah. I think we could give Sam Raimi some credit, though, too, because I think Stan Lee and Sam Raimi with those first 3 Spider-Man movies was a big impact on it. Oh, the first 2 were great, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying Sam Raimi directed that trilogy, and Stan Lee, that was the beginning of it. And then Iron Man came. It wasn't Iron Man, then Spider-Man. It was Spider-Man first. And I remember when the first Spider-Man was coming out. I used to listen to Howard Stern every morning at work. I had him on in the office at the car wash every morning. And people hated me. And I had Howard Stern on every day. And I remember Howard Stern being like, this is so, when the first Spider-Man came out, it's like all he talked about for like 2 months. Like, oh, this is gonna be so awesome. He had Tobey Maguire on, and all I kept hearing about was Spider-Man. And it was good. And it was like, holy shit, they can do it now. They can make a superhero movie. I mean, Superman was good, the first one. I mean, for its time, but like they were struggling with the video game and the superhero shit. That Captain America movie from like 1990 is just so pathetic. Oh yeah, they did. It's not even like you might not even be able to ever see it because it's been so shoved down. I've seen parts of it, and actually, there's another There's 2. Okay, let me back up. There's actually 3 Captain America movies before Marvel Studios. There's the one from '90, and there's also a Fantastic Four from around that period that's really bad too. But there's the one from '90. But there's also there's Captain America from the '70s. It looks like a made-for-TV Captain America. They made 2 of them. There's a sequel to it. But it's so funny because, like, the first one, he gets his shield. First of all, his shield. What's Captain America's shield made out of? Yeah, try plastic. Yeah, it looks like a punch bowl. And what does Captain America do with his shield? Never throws it once. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. Nope, it gets thrown once. Not by Captain America, by the guy showing Captain America what the shield can do. He throws it, and it just comes back to him. And also, Captain America rides a regular stock van, but his motorcycle fits in the back of it. Somehow. Like, fits to the point where he can get on it and go out the back doors. Not just fits in it. Yeah. That's the one. The guy that did it, yeah, but the guy that did it, the actor, he's awesome. He's a great guy. Like, he's super cool. The first dude, is that what it really says? That's what it's called. That's the movie. I thought it was earlier than that. That might be the second one. Even though it's called the first dude, it might be the second dude. We don't know because I've watched that movie. It is, oh dude. First of all, also Captain America, pot smoking heavy, of course. Definitely not a guy going to World War II. But no, he's like, bro, he's like, bro, it's kind of like Vietnam, man. I'm just gonna surf the coast and get in the van. I just want to chill. This is the beginning of the movie. Before that catalyst happens to where he has to join in and go back into the military. So he was like in the military But now he's this laid back hippie dude that just wants to ride the coast and surf and shit. And so they come to him and he's like, "No, man, I'm good." And then they call him back like 2 days later, like some chick or some dude he knows gets killed, and they're like, "Oh, they killed your bro," and he's like, "Ah, I guess I should take the shot, get Captain America shit." They have no scientific it's so funny, dude. And his acting, he's great. He's a great guy. He's so docile. He's like so not Captain America. He's just like the chillest. He's built like Captain America. Dude's built like a brick house, but he talks like freaking Jerry Garcia. It's like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna ride the coast out, dude. Like Vietnam's over. I don't know. Oh, it's plastic. It's a Tupperware container. It's literally the top of a Tupperware like punch bowl, like that they painted a circle on and a star in the middle. Like it's so funny looking, dude. And then the dude does throw it. The guy, the scientist guy, which because it goes like an Incredible Hulk episode, like guy, Captain America rejects the call to action, then he accepts it, and then it's Star Wars, and then he's like, oh yes, I need to go save the universe and give me my shield and my bike and put it in the back of my van, and the guy's like, oh, he's like, we tricked your van out, and then so like they show the van now and it's got like the bike in it, and there's like all this extra room that doesn't make any sense. But then they show it like closed up in the back, and you can be like, how can anybody actually sit on that and drive out the back? It's impossible. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, they did it. And then what happens to the shield? You want to know? So at the end of the movie, he's chasing. Okay, so they're chasing these people with a nuclear, or I don't know if it's a nuclear bomb. There's something on the back of a semi truck. And scene. You've seen this a million times. You've watched movies. So there's something in the back of a semi truck, and Homeboy's on a motorcycle, and the shield's mounted on the front of the motorcycle. Now the shield being Captain America's #1 weapon, like biggest thing that he has, made out of vibranium or plastic. Gets up on his bike, and as he gets closer, he gets up on his awesome Captain America bike with the shield mounted on the front, gets up on it as he's approaching the semi from the back, and just dumps the bike and jumps on the semi. Shield and all, gone. So then he gets inside of the semi somehow, which I forget how that happened. And there's like the evil dudes like inside there, and they have like this. They have this confrontation. It's funny as hell, dude. You should watch it. I think Good Bad or Bad Bad did a thing on it too. I think they actually met the guy at a Comic-Con or some shit. The guy's name's American as hell. It's like Stephen Williams or something like that. I forget his name, but the guy's like, the guy's good. He's a good sport because he still goes to these like Comic-Cons and like makes fun of himself, and he's still jacked up. Probably kill anybody at those things. So yeah, he gets the joke. But like, man, they made a second one, I think, and I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't even seen a scene from it. So, but the first one, that was a doozy. That was the first Captain America. But then I think they made a second one. Are you on the IMDb for Captain America or no? Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I think they made a sequel to the Steve. It's probably the one I'm thinking of. I mean, if they have also the helmet thing. It looks so stupid. Like his outfit looks like ridiculous. Yeah, and with the helmet with the little wings on it and shit. Imagine if Cap had the freaking wings on his helmet. I mean, it's just a sign of the times, I guess. But like, it really does. It's all ridiculous because look at his acting. I mean, if it's the same one I'm thinking of, like he's just like he's not Captain America. Captain America has enthusiasm. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's Captain America. It's like, bro, you can't be like just surfing the coast. And you don't even use your shield? Not once is the shield thrown by Captain America in the first movie. Not once. I think that's amazing. That's like making a Superman movie without flying. Or a Spider-Man movie without shooting webs. America doesn't throw a shield. Like, what's that? Oh yeah, yeah. No, seriously, Captain America without being Captain America. But honestly, that actor, he's my Captain America. He did a good job. He did his due diligence. I mean, he just did what the script told him to do. He's been in other shit. It's like his name is so familiar. It's like John Smith or something like that. It's like one of them common American names. What's up? What? Yeah, it's an empty. What's up? Did your bee fly off? Dinner's up. Well, dinner is up. So I gotta go. Anyway, good talk. Yeah, more Captain America later. All right. All right. See you, man. Yeah, check that movie out. I'll see you. I'll talk to you later. A little early for dinner, isn't it? No? I said, isn't it a little early for dinner? No, it's being nauseous all day. Not sure beans is gonna do the trick, but maybe it'll actually do something. Stop. Do, do, do. Ugh. What does it smell? It smells funny. Ugh. Are we in or out? Out? Out. In or out? In or out? It's early. It's early. So early. Let's go to the
I looked back. September 8th is the day that she told me that she was going to send them out the next day, which would have been September 9th. So it hasn't been a week and a half or whatever. Actually, today's what, the 15th? So she sent them out the 9th, the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. 6 days. 6 days. Because I'm not going to count the 9th itself. That's when she's putting it in the post office, and it's probably just kind of sitting there.
do do do. It's all right. And Richard, you're driving. That's just how it is. It's going okay. I gotta try to charge my phone up a little bit, elevate my leg. Then I'm gonna start the trimming. I feel a little bit better. Ate a little bit. Trying to. But I still have a headache. Yeah. All right. No swallowing sound. Just never heard it. Screw you. No, you. He's been. No, yeah, he quit his job. He's like, oh, I quit my job. Like, so he was like a supervisor at this factory that made parts for, yeah, like they drop bombs and shit, or the bomb dropping mechanism. Yeah. So they do this. He was like a supervisor, right? So he's like, yeah. So